Elis James and John Robbins. Radio X.
Mega white thing. That was Born Slippy by Underworld. You are listening to Radio X. What could that mega white thing be? Maybe it's a new washing machine that they've got from Comet. Who knows? Folks, it's Saturday. It's 1:08. And this, I am John Robbins. Now, usually I would introduce the man to my left, Mr. Elis James. Unfortunately, due to a number of issues, Elis will not be joining us until circa 2 p.m. It's all very exciting. Basically, folks, what happened is Elis went to watch Wales Away at Dublin last night, where he imbibed rather a few cans of non-session lager. And the plan was that we would pre-record this first segment earlier in the week to give him ample time to recover. Alas, the epic story of Sexy John's descent into voicelessness caused a hiccup in the plan. I lost my voice between Tuesday and Friday. I'm still pretty sexy, as you can hear, but it went beyond sexy into... I'll see if I can do an impression of what I sounded like. Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins. It sounded like that, which was unviable on the radio. So we are Elis free until 2 p.m. until he arrives. Now, I sent him a text earlier to check he'd made his flight. He got a later flight than we had planned, but I said, how are you getting on? And his first response said, I think it said, I want to die, which is pretty vibe negative for Elis. Is usually quite a chipper man. Just looking up here, yep, I'm on the plane, I want to die. But that has changed over the course of the last 2 hours. He now just says, feel a bit fragile. And we can work with fragile. So Elis will be joining us about 2 p.m. The reason, ladies and G's, that I lost my voice due to straining and over-broadcasting on our 2 weeks of covering Drive, but then this was topped off and finalised by excessive larging it at an awards ceremony on Tuesday, where I'm very proud to announce that Elis and I won our first ever award. Hey! That's correct. We were awarded Best Radio Ever in the history of the universe at the Chortle Awards in London's fashionable South East End. And I gave a number of moving speeches. Some I'd been asked to, some I hadn't been asked to give, each more moving than the last. And we've got the award sitting in for Elis today in his place because we're very pleased and proud. And we'd like to dedicate this award to us for being great. And we'll tweet out a picture of the award sitting in Elis's seat. We've got all the regular features, though. You're not going to miss out on a single jot of content. We've got Shane Wells, we've got Humble Brags all coming up. Little by Oasis. You're listening to Radio X. I, John Robbins, am attempting to learn how to talk from my diaphragm so that I don't lose my voice again, because it caused a situation in which Mr. Elis James was unable to be with us for the first part of the broadcast. However, I am proud to announce that, ladies and gentlemen, to my left is one of a plucky band of 10,000 Wales fans who travelled across the Irish Sea to support their team, and he now has gone from lying on the floor to sitting on the floor to sitting in his chair. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elis James.
Good afternoon, John.
Good afternoon, Elis, mate.
I'm presuming we've had texting on this, but good grief, you sound sexy.
As much as I was sort of fishing for them, we've yet to have a single...
Not one?
No, not a single text about how sexy I sound.
Obviously, a few days ago, it was unworkable.
Yes.
But now, if you could maintain this level of sexy...
Well, that's what I think. I think what I want to do is stop it now.
Oh.
Like Phoebe in Friends when she sings Smelly Cat with the right voice.
Yes. I've never known anyone to be irresistible before.
Well, mate, it's something I'm going to have to get used to. But tell us, how was your time away, mate?
Today has gone very badly.
Why has it gone badly?
Because what did you have for your breakfast, John?
I had an egg sandwich and a packet of salt and vinegar squares.
I had a cream egg in a taxi.
Was the cream egg given to you by someone, a fan of the show?
No, it wasn't. No, I actually went into the spa that was opposite my hotel and thought, of all the things I want to eat, it's a cream egg.
Well, that's the thing I was saying when Elis got in. When you're in this much of a state, all bets are off. It's whatever you want to eat, regardless of calories, regardless of what time of day it is, you're allowed to treat your body because you've shocked your body.
So many PCDs out in Dublin.
Ellis has got his hands over his eyes at this juncture.
It makes broadcasting easier if I do this.
Right, you need... we can't both be sexy voiced.
It's fine, I'm fine now. Very good time. I've realised that if I could have any accent other than Welsh, it would be Irish. What a voice those people have. Reading papers on the train. Reading papers. I've been reading papers. So I've been preparing for the light-hearted paper review by reading Irish papers, and I've realised that is the funnest word to say in an Irish accent. Oh, look at the men over there reading papers. I mean, I will continue to do this until Vin tells me to stop.
So it was 0-0.
Yes, it was a very turgid game. I think we've had it now. I don't think we're going to qualify. It was. I mean, I'm glad I went, but it was an awful game, and the result was bad.
How was the leg break?
I didn't see it. I was at the other end of the ground, so I couldn't see it. You sort of knew it was bad because of the reaction of the players. Obviously, I feel very sorry for him. God, it's an awful break.
How many cans did you have?
I don't want to disclose that on radio because I think you should drink responsibly, broadly.
Ellis, I don't think anyone listening to this will think you've drunk responsibly.
No, I haven't. No, I'm a bit emotional actually.
About what?
In my life, I looked at my next of kin bit in my passport at Dublin Airport and thought I was going to burst into tears.
Who's your next of kin?
Well, I hadn't filled it in, so it looked like I didn't have any family. And then I thought, I have got a family, I just haven't got a pen.
I'll be your next of kin, mate.
Cheers, I was sat there. I was actually sat next to a vending machine looking at the empty bit of my next of kin section of the passport thinking, I'm going to be on the radio in a bit. And is radio my family? I thought, pull yourself together for crying out loud.
Oh, fantastic.
Pull yourself together.
So who are you going to put as your next of kin?
Vin? I think I'll just put the Radio X family.
Cheers, mate.
RadioX.co.uk.
The Twitter handle.
Put next of kin online, on digital, on FM in London.
Oh, I saw a lot of people I haven't seen for a long time. Saw my friend Eggy, who invited me to his stag do in Hamburg. Everyone's got a friend called Eggy.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely not.
If you've got a friend called... I'm convinced that normal people will always have a friend called Eggy. And if you agree with me, text us on 83936 or tweet us at Radio X.
Well, obviously, some people will have a friend called Eggy, but not everyone has it. I don't have one. Vin doesn't have one.
I think lots of people have friends called Eggy.
I'm not sure this is true, mate.
Well, please text us.
Well, you've turned up with an absolute stonker of a text topic. Do you have a friend called Eggy? And is a website your next of kin?